This channel here is all about me talking about transitioning. Have you ever just woke up like you wake up every day and you just, you know, you living in this world of captivity, and it just seems like you just get. I mean, it's like you you get frustrated sometimes. You know what I mean? You get frustrated, and you hear the older people. They said, don't be a moaner and a groaner and a complainer and stuff. No, you ain't moaning and groaning and complaining. Who in their right mind going? You going the other? Let's just say it like this: all the other nations around us that's rich, poor, they got everything. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they say you should be speaking positive and stuff like that. How in the world are you gonna speak positive to something that all you've been get people been doing is sowing bad seed? A woman in an abusive relationship wouldn't say nothing about her boyfriend or her man beating the shit out of her. None of that. If that's all he did, you know what I mean? They wouldn't do that. You know, they wouldn't do that. Everything that was bad about him, everything that was bad about that person, they gonna say they gonna tell you what it was. They ain't gonna sit up there and tell you he was the best shit ever. And the whole time he was just a asshole. A woman wouldn't sit up there and give kudos and credit and good credit to a man that's been abusing her for so many years. And somebody jump and tell this woman, say something positive, say something. Just you gotta speak positive about it. That woman ain't gonna say nothing positive about somebody that's been abusing them all. I don't care what they say. The average woman is not gonna sit up there and be like, "Well, oh, he was this and that and the third to me." They're gonna tell the truth. The average woman is gonna tell the truth. So why in the world would somebody tell me just because you are being like they'll try to throw all kind of words out there and tell you that I don't complain, I'm being grateful. Hell, I'm being grateful. But it does get frustrating sometimes. It do, you know, it do. You know what I mean? Because all the other nations they can prosper, but that's why I talked about transitioning. And that's what I'm trying to do is transitioning, bro. But at the same time, man, when you talk to certain family members, they think you actually wrong. They look at you stupid for speaking the way that you do, and things of that nature. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm human, man. Every black human gets tired, bro. Your body, you get tired, just like your body. You ain't no robot, you know. We not a robot at the end of the day. We humans, man. We humans. And when you transition in life, it's like everybody they want you to do for them, but they ain't gonna lift a helping angel of a hand and do nothing for you at all. But you got to do for them. And as soon as you say something about it or give some back talk, then you the problem. Stuff like that. And then they say, "Oh, you're not speaking anything positive." What the hell I look like speaking and saying something positive about somebody? And they just walked up to me and just started doing beating the shit out of me or just hitting on me and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm supposed to sit up there and be like, not defend myself and sit up there and be like, say all of the good shit in the world about that person that just done something. I mean, they came up to me and threatened me. Why would I want to say something good about something like that? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't do that. No, not even if a person who abuse you in any kind of way, in every way, as far as sexually or anything like that, a woman is not going to stand up and say nothing positive about somebody that done abused them in that way like that. You see what I'm saying? They gonna tell a story if they have. Now they, what I will say they will do, they'll, some of them is afraid to come out and actually talk about it, so they'll start watering it down by making it sound good and stuff like that. They'll water it down. Same thing with a man. If they've been abused like this sexually when they was children or whatever, they are not going to, like, they may try, it's embarrassing. They're not going to come forth and they gonna try to, like, y'all know what I'm talking about. They try to sweep it under the rug or something like that. So I'm trying to compare this with people when they be trying to hit you with those words saying be positive in the midst of this, don't complain, don't complain. You're not complaining, you're just saying, damn, this shit okay. I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have your moments at times. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have your moments in the midst of the shit. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna sit up there and be like, oh, I enjoy this. No, you're gonna get frustrated in this captivity sometimes. You know what I mean? Losing your whole life, and it just feel like sometimes I do feel like just as bad or worse than a person that have been to jail. And I'm just being honest. And that's the reason why I made it. I named the channel what I named it. You know what I mean? Um, and on this channel, I'm just talking about. I'm talking about transitioning. I don't want to feel like I'm making it all negative about what I'm saying, but people need to understand. They should understand, man. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you're gonna get frustrated sometime in this walk and stuff like that, man. It's crazy out there, man. I mean, it's around here. You know what I mean? You wake up every day, and it's like you wake up every day and you look around, the same people who look like you or whatever. They just you look in their faces, they going through the same thing because you all live in the same neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? And you wants to climb, you wants to do better, you wants to transition. I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm confident within myself, but this shit is painful. It can be painful at times, though. You know what I mean? It ain't causing me to want to go out and do nothing crazy now. You know what I mean? But why not acknowledge this? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I like the example that I use about abuse and molestation and stuff like that. It ain't nobody gonna feel good about something like that. And if you have to come forth and speak, and all you've been getting is abusive, you ain't gonna sit up there and because how can you experience something good that you never got, right? You ain't gonna sit up there and talk about how positive that person has been. Because you're gonna be like, for example, you're gonna be like, what in the hell that's positive about raping and molestation and abuse? That's what's gonna go through your mind. You're gonna be like, what's positive about that? And you got some ignorant fools, they'll come up and try to say, well, positive, it is positive because it's gonna get you a crown. No, it ain't nothing good about nothing like that because that's just like if somebody take an iron and put an iron to you and burn you. That pain is not gonna feel good. It's gonna have you to where you're gonna be jumping around. You're not gonna sit in one spot, is you? No, you ain't gonna sit in one spot. You're gonna feel the pain. Ouch. Or you gonna jump around. You ain't gonna sit there and be like, I ain't saw nobody yet. I ain't saw no person yet put an iron to their skin and say, ooh, that feels good. This is real positive. Put that iron back on me. I never seen it. Now, some people are gonna look at that and they're gonna say that, boy, that's stupid. Anybody who in the hell gonna put an iron to them? They probably gonna think that that example, that analogy that I just used, the illustration, they're gonna watch this and they'll be watching me right, let's say 10 minutes and something into this video. They're gonna say, that dude, that nigga's stupid. That's how they'll say it. How in the who in the world in their right mind? Who? Why would you use a comparison like that, knowing that's common sense? No, I know it, but that was my purpose of using it. There's my point is that's my point. There is nothing positive about something like that. Whether you say I'm saying it's stupid, who in their right mind gonna do that? That's my whole point. You ain't gonna take and stick no iron to you and just let it sit there, because I never seen nobody do it, and then put it to their skin and say, "Ooh, this is positive. I love getting burned." Sometimes some people you got to bring it all the way home and make the example real simple. You see what I'm saying? So my point into that is, what's positive about somebody um, getting burned or something? You ain't never heard me get on none of my videos and my blogs to say that. But I was trying to use an illustration because people seems that like it seems like people have a hard time, which I know they don't. They're stubborn. They have a hard. It seems like they have a hard time trying to understand exactly where you're coming from when you speak on certain things. They say that you why don't you say something positive? You know what I mean? That's the question that I'm going back to. It's not that I'm not speaking nothing positive or anything of that nature. It's just that I'm addressing what's going on. You see what I'm saying? I'm addressing like I feel frustrated in this thing, and just because you feel frustrated, that doesn't mean you're complaining about stuff, because I do. I have times and I have my moments at times when I say, you know what? Thank God for this. Thank God for this. Thank God for this. I do. I have my moments where I'm saying, well, man, look, thank God for this. It could have been worse, but you know what? Because I really realize that other people got it, other people of color, they got it worse. So um, be grateful and thankful. And I do. You see what I'm saying? Because you got, like they say, you got some people worse off than that. I get it, but it ain't nothing wrong with just talking about what you're talking about. I think it's the second thing that I want to talk about, if I can remember it. I was talking about something last night. I don't know if I want to stop the video. Maybe I should stop the video and start up another one. That's what I do. All right. I'll see y'all later.